I'm back on YouTube, and yeah, we're about to figure this out. I've been wanting to get back on YouTube because I love the platform, and you can make longer content. Now, I'm not going to make these videos too long because I know that people's attention spans are not the longest, and you can't watch a really long video, and I'm probably going to have to make a lot of cuts so that you stay with me. But at the same time, I want to provide value. There's a lot that's on my mind, and there's a lot that I feel that I could share that I will benefit from sharing, and that hopefully I can impact you in a positive way, that I can maybe spark a realization or share some habits or whatever it is, but that can help you in some way. So I'm going to be figuring out this whole YouTube thing, how I structure my videos, the style, all of it. I'm about to start figuring all of it out, thumbnails, every little bit. And obviously I want your guys' help too if you want me to speak about a certain idea. But I know for now, at least, I'm going to start with one YouTube video a week, and I'm going to go from there. And, you know, as I make YouTube videos, I'll figure out I like this more, I like this less. I think this is a good amount of time. I think I'm going to watch some more YouTube as a way to learn from it, and maybe look at certain creators who do have a big following, who are successful on the platform, and see if I can replicate some of the things they're doing in terms of style, not in terms of expression or anything like that. So yeah, I'm going to figure it out. It's exciting. I've been wanting to get on to YouTube. So one of the things I wanted to talk about is how we think about figuring everything out before we start. And so we live in our mind. And I'm guilty of this. I'm really, really guilty of this because I'll spend so much time thinking about how I can do something. And so it's like I could do this, I could do that. And I think that one of the biggest regrets is getting to the end of life and saying I could, but I didn't. And so sometimes you just have to take action and then figure things out. You take a leap of faith. And one of the things that we're so good at as human beings is figuring out things as we go. And so that's sort of what this YouTube channel is going to be. I think I'm posting this on my Eric Abrons account, but I also have my Infinite Seeking account. The Infinite Seeking account is one video. It's the Gratitude Project, and I want to make more videos like that too. You see, there's so much that I want to do. But ultimately, I don't want to get caught up living in my mind. I think a lot of us end up living more in our mind than in reality, than right here. Always just talking about what we could do, right? And I've kind of already been over this, but that's why at this point I'm just going to discipline myself. I'm going to make a commitment to one video a week. And then I think as time goes on, you know, I love editing. I love the process. I love putting videos together. I think it's an art. I think it's really powerful. And so I want to try different styles of videos as well. And the truth is I was just being lazy, and I just got comfortable. And, you know, your mind is a master at justifying not doing something or pushing something off or waiting for the right time. There's really no such thing as the right time. The right time is when you decide that you should do it. And you can decide that at any point, at any time. So it really just ends up being an excuse to not do something, and then to put in that work, to take on the responsibility, and to follow through. But also something I've been thinking about a lot is how knowledge is potential power, but it's not power on its own. And I feel like that a lot of the things I can share, and a lot of what is shared on YouTube and other platforms, a lot of it is just mindless entertainment. And yes, I get it. Sometimes we have to escape. Sometimes we don't want to think about our lives and all of that. But I don't want this channel to just be about talking about ideas and about being your true self and about taking on all of this responsibility. I just want it to be an exploration of the human experience in every single way possible. So I'm also going to talk about things like not taking life too seriously, like realizing that it doesn't matter that we made this all up, that we act like all of this makes sense when in reality it doesn't, right? But even within that, you can just live in this way of like, oh, nothing makes sense. I don't know anything, so I'm not going to do anything, which I've gone through periods like that. But one thing that has become very, very, very clear to me, and I think that the research and studies and everything backs it up, is that we feel our best when we're growing. And you can grow in so many ways. You can grow physically, you can grow mentally, but when you're doing things not for the pleasure, not for the gratification, not for the validation of others or to impress people, but simply to grow. Not for the destination. You're not trying to get anywhere. You're doing it for the journey. And I've always fallen in love with the journey. When I was younger, playing basketball, I just loved getting better. When I started working out and I saw that my biceps were getting better, bigger, when I saw that my whole physique was changing, that seeing that progress is amazing. But as you see the progress, what you end up realizing is that the most rewarding part actually isn't the progress. The progress is just a sign. It's a sign that symbolizes what you've done. But what's actually rewarding, what's actually fulfilling, is the every single day. And I'm going to get into talking about motivation at some point too. I will say I think motivation it's kind of crap, just because it comes and goes just like a lot of feelings and emotions, and it's about what you do despite that. And so something like discipline is far more powerful. But for me, creating YouTube videos is a way to see my growth over time. It's a way to look at the evolution of how maybe I express and articulate myself, what ideas I'm sharing at a particular point in my life, how what I'm posting and sharing reflects where I am in my life. And, to be, what are we at, 7 minutes, something like that? I'm just trying to be aware of the time, right? And to be transparent, I've kind of felt a bit lost at times. I felt stuck. I go in and out. Sometimes I'll end up, wanting to just cope with life and escape and not take on responsibilities. And then I get these moments where my intuition slaps me in the face and it's like, Eric, you have such an amazing opportunity. And, and then it inspires me. And then when I think about how some other people, and I know it's not about the external, it's not about the outside world, but then I also think about how what I'm, I guess, trying to do is it's bigger than me. It's not just about me, right? It's not about having X amount of subscribers. It's not about the money that I might make if I do have a lot of subscribers. But it's about the impact. It's about what I can share. It's about a purpose. And it's about the why. It's about why I do what I do. And that's something that I've been obsessed with for a while, the why behind things. Everyone can tell you what they do. Everybody can tell you how they do it. But not many people can tell you why they do it. And it's not that I have the answers. And it's not that I have things figured out. But I think my why is to live my life to the fullest, continually grow, lead with love, unconditionally be myself, and then to inspire people to do the same thing. It's like I want to inspire people by being me. I think that's the best way to inspire people, with your presence, because your presence and you unconditionally being yourself in every single way reminds people of that within themselves. It reminds them that they can do the same thing, that they don't have to let go of the kid they were when they were younger. So, and there's so much I could say, and I don't necessarily want to turn this into a podcast, because that's not what this first video is. This first video is just, I guess, laying the foundation of this. And even just speaking about this right now, it really excites me. I remember when I first started my Instagram account, and it was Eric Abrams Fitness then, and I was just so passionate. I was so excited. I was posting videos every single day. And I've somewhat let life kind of hit me. And I kind of just let it. And I know I'm not 50, 60, 70, and it's not like I don't have time. I do have time, but at the same time, it's precious, and I don't just want to sit around and just talk about everything that I could do. I've, went through a little bit of a period where, after I had my initial attack, I don't even know what I'd call it. After, I grew this following on Instagram, whatever, about 100,000 followers, that kind of slowed down. I made a switch from like fitness to this kind of thing, like self-development, psychology. I don't want to label it, but this is the best way to label it. Self-development, psychology, philosophy, talking about different approaches and perspectives, tapping more into like what all of this means, the human experience. Fitness was somewhat of a vehicle, basketball was somewhat of a vehicle, but now it's just, man, I want to go deep. I want to go deep, and I want to, make videos that are thought-provoking. I want people to think. I want people to question. I want people to be curious. So, and that's because I want that for myself, right? And so, selfishly, a little bit, obviously, we want people to approach life the way we do, but once again, not about me. But yeah, as I was saying, I made that account, grew that following, was awesome, then kind of slowed down, got distracted here and there, got pulled into some things that just made me comfortable. And so I was then doing things that were familiar. And I feel like I had a little bit of like this existential crisis, and I still have them here and there, and just like, man, this is all absurd. Taking a bit of a nihilistic attitude to life and being like, like nothing really matters. And then everything happened with, the C word, and just a lot of things happen. And that's no excuse. It's like I'm still responsible for my life, but now it's as though I'm falling in love with life again. And I want to document this. I want to share this process with you. If I'm being completely transparent, I don't feel like I'm at, well, okay, there's different ways of looking at it. When I look at my life from one vantage point, I don't feel that great. Look at my life from another vantage point, I'm like, this is absolutely amazing. And so that goes to show you that it matters what perspective you take on, and how you use a perspective to fuel something and drive you in what you're doing. Don't just like shit on yourself and get down on yourself for nothing. But if you're doing that as a way to put pressure on yourself, as a way to inspire yourself, as a way to move in a positive direction, then that's a different thing. And with that, this will conclude the first video. Please like the video, leave a comment, leave me your thoughts. It's going to be interesting to see, I guess, who sees this video. How many subscribers do I have on YouTube? On my Eric Abrams account, I think it's like 3,000 something, but I don't know the last time I posted a video. So you guys just let me know everything, and subscribe if you haven't. I'm gonna have to start saying that. Subscribe to the channel. I'm a YouTuber now. First goal, even though it's not about the followers, first number goal, 10,000 subscribers. Let's do it. 10,000 subscribers, and yeah, one video a week for now. So you guys keep me accountable as well. Keep me accountable. I'm gonna do it myself, but I would love to have you guys involved in this as much as possible. And yeah, we're gonna build an amazing community, and we're gonna make this world a better place, whatever that means. We're gonna shine our light, our love, our ideas, and not our egos. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Much love. Peace.